Scene 4. Morning on board the Sunspot. Supernova Jones sits at his chair, fast asleep. Seth quietly sneaks into the room, holding a large knife in a bag. He gets closer and closer to Supernova Jones, the blade shining in the light. Just as he gets right next to Supernova Jones...
Happy birthday! What in the name of Ogeron 12 do you think you're doing?
Seth pulls a small cake out of his bag.
Celebrating your birthday, silly.
He takes out a party hat and places it on Supernova Jones's head.
For he's a jolly good captain. For he's a jolly good captain. For he's a jolly good...
Seth! Are your circuits fried? Today's not my birthday.
What?
Today is not my birthday.
Well, don't be silly. Of course it is. My internal memory banks state that it's someone's birthday today, and it can't be mine on account of I'm not actually alive, so that only leaves one option.
What exactly do your memory banks say?
Well, let's see. January 4, that's today, birthday of S. Jones. That's you, isn't it? Supernova Jones. Supernova Jones, say, you don't look so good.
What? No, I'm fine. You must have gotten a virus or something.
Well, gosh, I feel fine.
Well, clearly you're not if you're going around throwing people birthday parties when it's not even their birthday. What would happen if we were fighting a Romelian mudman from Sector Q and you just happened to think it was his birthday? Would you make him a cake?
Of course not, sir. Everyone knows Romelian mudmen can't eat cake.
Just roll this away, all right?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Try to get some rest, or whatever it is you robots do.
Okay.
Seth packs up the cake and birthday hat.
Just out of curiosity, sir, when is your birthday?
Don't be silly, Seth. It's practically a national holiday. My birthday's on...
Sir?
Well, that's odd.
Suddenly, an alarm goes off.
A transmission! Seth, who's it from?
It's from... No, that can't be right.
What is it?
It looks like we're getting a transmission from Earth.
What?
It must be a glitch. There's nothing left of Earth to even send a transmission from. It would be completely impossible. I'll just delete it.
Wait! Nothing's impossible. Patch us in.
Are you sure?
Damn it, I said patch us in!
Seth moves a few dials and the screen cuts to an indistinguishable, blurry image. After a few seconds, it cuts to what looks to be an old home movie recorded on a camcorder. The date on the top reads 1/04/88. On the screen is a normal-looking kitchen, in front of which is the 80s Evelyn from the previous scene. She pouts at the camera playfully.
Oh, don't film me! Don't film me! I look terrible!
What is this? Evelyn?
The camera operator speaks, and his voice is that of Supernova Jones.
Don't be silly. You look beautiful as always.
You're just saying that.
No, I mean it. You're my shining star. Evelyn! Seth, what the hell is this? Why can't she hear me?
I don't know. I think it's just a recording.
The camera follows Evelyn, and we see that the house is set up for a birthday party.
How's it look?
I gotta say, I like what I'm seeing.
Oh, you! Stop it!
The camera operator leans in to kiss Evelyn, and a nearby mirror in the shot shows that the camera operator is Supernova Jones himself.
Shut this off.
What?
Shut it off!
Supernova Jones begins trying to shut the recording off. On screen, Evelyn opens a refrigerator and takes out a cake, the same one Seth had earlier. She lights the candles, picks up the cake, and begins singing Happy Birthday. The camera follows her as she walks to another room, but then looks back at the counter where a yellow envelope lies. The image then cuts out suddenly when Supernova Jones rips out the series of wires from a console. He slumps down.
Supernova Jones, are you okay?
Supernova Jones is silent and motionless.
Supernova Jones!
Blackout. Scene 5. Supernova Jones lies on his fold-out bed, still unmoving. Seth sits in a chair next to him.
Hey, Supernova Jones, remember that time I was captured by Colonel Quasar and he disassembled me for parts to use in his death robots. But then you punched him and put me back together, only my system had to reboot, and you weren't sure how long it would take or if I would ever come back again, but then I did, and we were really happy forever. This is kind of like that, except I don't know how to fly the ship. You know what the best part about having a hard drive for a head is? I can call up any of our adventures and relive them whenever I want. So, even when you have to sleep, I can still be with you, fighting space termites or Baron Bardoon or any of those evil things. Isn't that neat? Only, do you remember the day we met? Because I don't. I have millions of terabytes of memories and quests and journeys, but that's it. Isn't that weird? Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't trade our adventures for the world, but isn't there more? If you don't remember something, how can you be sure it ever happened? I'm kind of scared.
Suddenly, another alarm goes off.
Jones, wake up! Something's happening!
A voice sounds over the system.
Supernova Jones! I have come to... Why can't I see anything?
Oh, sorry, our screen is broken.
Well, fix it!
I'm not really sure how. There's a lot of wires.
Wait, who is this?
Seth, the robot.
Where's Supernova Jones?
He's sick, I think.
Nonsense! Supernova Jones doesn't get sick. Enough tricks! Fix the screen or prepare to be destroyed.
Okay, wait, I'll try.
Seth takes the wires and begins installing them back into the console. The screen flips back to life and shows two of the sons of Cain, Methusiel and Mercutio.
Ah, there we go. Attention, Supernova Jones. It is I, Methusiel, one of the sons of Cain, and I have come to... Wait, what about me? What about you? You're going to introduce yourself, but not me? Why do you always have to do this when we're trying to be intimidating? Because you keep forgetting about me.
What's going on? We're kind of busy here.
Busy? Busy? How dare you be too busy for Methusiel? And Mercutio? Two of the notorious and powerful sons of Cain who... We have you completely surrounded. I was about to say that. You always got to say that. Because I'm better at saying it. You're not intimidating enough. Well, how can I sound intimidating when you keep shutting me down?
I'm sorry, but right now really isn't the best time.
Of course it's not the best time. When the sons of Cain attack, it automatically becomes the worst time. Even for us? Of course not. Now is a great time because we're the attackers. Well, it's just because you said... You know what I mean!
No, he has a point.
Silence! I refuse to be contradicted by a robot. Now, let us speak to Supernova Joe.
I told you I can't.
I see. Cowering in the fear from the almighty sons of Cain.
He was like this before you came.
Maybe he sensed us coming and preemptively began cowering.
No.
No matter. If Supernova Jones refuses to acknowledge us, then we will simply have to blast you to pieces. Actually, if you think about it, we're kind of lucky. We don't need to deal with any counterattacks. Yes, but it just isn't the same when you can't hear them cry before unleashing the proton torpedoes. Now, unleash the proton torpedoes!
Come on, Supernova. Wake up already. Now's when you're supposed to save the day and all that.
A countdown appears in the corner of the screen from 10.
10 seconds ain't counting!
Wake up!
You know, after what happened to Les Mis, I was kind of worried, but stopping Supernova Jones was a breeze!
Supernova!
The timer gets down to 1, and just before it hits 0, the screen cuts to black, and a loud explosion is heard. Seth takes cover, but nothing happens.
Are we dead?
The screen flips onto the smiling face of Hash, a space cowboy from his own ship.
Yeah! Jeez, that was a mighty close one. If I hadn't blasted those buggers out the sky, you'd be one fried fella right now. Those weaklings? I wouldn't even call it a fair fight. The name's Hash. I was cruising around when I saw those good-for-nothing sons of Cain firing at you.
Not that I don't appreciate it, but why risk yourself to help us?
You kidding? Well, Supernova Jones and I go way back. Heck, I remember shooting wild buck beasts with Jones back when we were your age.
I'm over 1,200 years old.
So a bit younger.
How come I haven't heard of you?
Ah, well, I've been keeping a low profile these past few years. Universe doesn't have as much need for a space cowboy as it used to. Plus, I kind of owe some people and, Look, if you're thinking what I think you're thinking, you got me all wrong. I just wanted to help a friend and nothing more. Say, where is that rascal anyhow?
He's not really feeling well. He's kind of out of it.
Well, he can't be completely unconscious, or else you and I wouldn't be here right now.
What?
Anyway, well, today's your lucky day, because I just happen to have a cure-all remedy for any kind of bump, bruise, sickness, mumps, measles, or just plain on down in the dumps feeling that you might have.
Oh, really?
Hey, you slither around the underbellies of the universe as much as I have, and you're bound to pick up some special, talents.
So, what's this cure-all remedy you've got?
Let me on board and I'll show you. Well, you ain't getting any better.
Fine, but just so you know, the last guy who tried something funny aboard this ship got a one-way ticket into deep space.
Relax. You know, for a robot, you're pretty emotional.
Well,
Hash cuts his side of the video. Seth bristles, but presses a few buttons and the airlock opens. Hash strides in.
Thank you kindly. Now, never thought I'd see the day where Supernova Jones simply sits by as his prize ship is almost blown up and lets a friend on board without a proper greeting.
Can you help him?
I said I could, didn't I? Still, whatever happened to him must have been quite a shock. Now let's see.
Hash examines Supernova Jones.
Well, the good news is there's nothing physically wrong with him. This ain't gonna be easy, though. I hate to ask to do this, but do you think you could leave me alone with him?
Absolutely not. I have sworn myself to protect
Yeah. Goddamn robots. Here, what about this?
Hash holds out his pistol.
You give me 5 minutes. Anything happens, you burst right in and shoot me down, all right? You want him back to his old self or not?
Seth takes the pistol.
5 minutes.
Hash walks over and locks the door.
That's better. Gotta say, Jones, you're off your game. Heck, you're lucky I only got your best interest at heart. Funny though, ain't it? All these years since you left me, and here I am saving your ass. Times sure have changed. I'll tell you that. Look at you. The amazing Supernova Jones, about to give up. Well, good thing old Hash is here now. Say, I happened to hear the most interesting story a while back. You reckon you got time for one more tale? That's a joke, Jones. We got all the time in the world. Now, stop me if you've heard this one.
The screen shows a cartoon slideshow of Hash's story.
Once upon a time, there was a little tiny galaxy in some far-off corner of the universe. In that little tiny galaxy, there was this little tiny planet, 3 spaces over from the sun, called Earth. Now, this Earth, although comparatively young, managed to thrive and grow. Sure, there were a few close calls, a missed comet here, an ice age there, but overall, it looked like it was going to make it. Until one day, something unexpected happened. There was a great big fire that consumed everything around it and everything in it. When that fire disappeared, the Earth and everything on it was no more. Luckily, there were a few survivors. People who made it out in time. And despite everything they had lost, they began a new life, step by step. Except for one man. One man wasn't going to let the Earth go so easily. So he built himself a rocket. A small, enclosed space where he could take shelter from everyone and everything that reminded him of his Earth. And flew away. He flew to the true center of the universe. Tried to, at least. Didn't tell anyone how long he'd be gone or what he was looking for. Probably didn't even know himself. But then again, I can take an educated guess. You see, this man believed that he could find God in the true center of the universe. Big G, Elohim, the Lord, whatever you want to call it. Point is, our hero decided to convince God to turn back time a bit, prevent the Earth from ever being destroyed, stop that fire from ever happening. Doesn't matter if it seemed a bit far-fetched. Doesn't matter if it was impossible. Impossible? Ha!
Nothing's impossible.
Ah, the hero awakes. Hallelujah.
Been a long time, Hash.
Too long, I reckon.
Why are you here?
To help you.
I don't need help.
Jones, look at yourself. You're a wreck.
I would like you to get off my ship now.
No,
Get off.
make me.
Get off!
Yes, that's it. That's the old Supernova Jones I know.
They struggle.
Don't you dare come onto my ship and claim to know me!
Come on, harder.
Supernova Jones knocks Hash to the ground.
Good. Feeling any better?
There's a knock on the side door.
Supernova Jones, that dastardly cowboy locked the door and I can't get in. Are you all right?
Well,
It's fine, Seth. I'm fine. Hash is a friend. An old friend.
You have weird friends.
no argument here.
Supernova extends a hand to Hash and starts to help him up, but stops halfway.
You knew about my mission.
Oh, come on now. Give me some credit. Your specialty is punching things, and mine is knowing them. Two sides of the same coin. Of course, I might have had some help.
He reaches into a pouch on his side and pulls out an apple.
Voila. My cure-all solution to just about anything. All the knowledge of the universe in the palm of your hand.
You're kidding.
Cross my heart and hope to die. Look, Jones, I'll be blunt. You're trying to get to the true center of the universe, and I'm all for that. But you don't know the first thing about it.
Hasn't stopped me before.
You've been seeing things, right? Things that don't make sense?
Well,
Hash holds up the apple. Supernova Jones takes it from him.
and this will explain everything? Help bring back the Earth?
I swear to God.
Supernova Jones hesitates, takes one final look at Hash, and then takes a bite of the apple. He walks forward a bit, and then suddenly falls to his knees.
Gah!
Shh. Relax.
What did you?
Everything will be fine. Shh.
Hash walks Supernova Jones over to his fold-out bed. Supernova Jones passes out.
For when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened. See you on the other side, Supernova Jones.
Blackout.